So for number 5, we are going to be talking about lighting and what the effect of lighting is on capturing and what photogrammetry can do and what the laser scanner can do. So if we think about the laser scanner first, it's a different type of instrument because it's what's called an active instrument in the sense that it sends out its own laser. And if I take the scanner here, and I'll just show you here, there's a little window inside here, and that's where the laser module is. And so it's going to hit this mirror that's on a 45-degree angle. And when this spins around here, you basically have this laser, like a laser pointer that's just kind of spinning around. And the whole scanner, moves horizontally in a 360. So what that means is the laser scanner has its own lighting, or it has its own light source. It has what it needs to capture the data. So if you're in a completely pitch black scene or room or whatever, you can still capture data. You'll still have geometry. Now, there is a camera in there as well that's going to be capturing photographs, and that is what will suffer. So if you're trying to capture beautiful colors in a very, very dark environment, it's just not going to happen. Now, many laser scanners today have high dynamic range and that sort of thing. They're okay. They're not too bad, but they're not fantastic. They're not going to give you the same result as a really nice digital SLR camera. But again, the advantage of the laser scanner is that you can always scan and pick up geometry data regardless of the lighting situation. On older scanners, depending on the wavelength that was emitted, if it was really, really, really sunny outside, then it would cause a problem. And some scanners that use wavelengths of light that are in the 800 or 900 range, something like that, they're going to be fighting with the sun outside. So very, very bright conditions, your range will drop off with those types of sensors or scanners, whether it's a structured light scanner or a LiDAR scanner or whatever. However, most laser scanners nowadays will use a wavelength that's at about 1550 nanometer. That's a very, very specific wavelength. And the reason that they use that is that this particular wavelength gets absorbed in the atmosphere. So the sun emits all different wavelengths and all different gamma rays, X-rays, everything else, including 1550 nanometer, but it gets absorbed by moisture. So if you're down on the earth and you're looking at a very, very narrow band, 1550 nanometers is basically like if the scanner shines the laser on or turns the laser on, it's like shining a flashlight on at night. It's very, very visible. So that's useful, and it doesn't drop off very much when it's a bright sunny day. Now let's look at the other side here of photogrammetry. Now, what happens with lighting? Well, photogrammetry depends on photographs, which is going to depend on photography best practices. So if you have poor lighting, if you have crappy lighting, if it's really, really dark, you need to take measures to either add light, reduce light, make the light more even, or whatever it is that you need to do in order to bring out as much texture as possible of your subject. And that's really what it comes down to. You need super, super good lighting for your subject. If you have a really bright sunny day and there's a lot of harsh shadows, like you get these really harsh dark and light, right? The camera can only focus on, or expose for the dark areas or the light areas. It just can't do both at the same time. Now, some of you might say, hey, well, there's high dynamic range. That is a possibility for sure. So if you want to take a tripod and take some pictures and then use HDR, combine the images, then you get the best of both worlds. So that is possible. But if you're just talking about taking straight pictures, then lighting is definitely going to be an issue. High contrast areas are going to be definitely an issue. And even, really, really dark scenes are going to be a problem. So in very, very dark scenarios, you're going to need extended exposures. You're definitely going to need a tripod. You're not going to get away with that. And so there are things you need to do there, but photogrammetry is going to be much more affected by lighting. And the best situation you can have for photogrammetry, as a lot of people know, is just a really overcast day. Okay, not the bright sun, but just a really diffuse lighting when it's really, really cloudy. So that's the best situation you can have there.